in this first quarter. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big pickup there on the run. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On first down, right back to Gibson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A give to Gibson running right. Able to slither by. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. he'll just get rid of it. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the rumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 10. That's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage and a touchdown on the first drive, Charles. And they can get a 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on our meeting room to a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he stops immediately there. Calling no gain on the play and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know where they're really going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down by in for the sack, Miles Garrett. So on 4th down, Washington get called on Trench Way to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Powers through. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get it going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I think they like this job a little bit better. They're playing running game, holding out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last year they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will run yardage back to the 34-yard line. They went with a run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release. This will be incomplete.
I think that one they wanted to hit right in his grill. I think he's a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And some space here. And he's into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Second and 10. Mayfield down. He rifles one. It's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be excited by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as it sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that's at through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. Jones keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets halfway from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or short. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. Mayfield keeps it himself.
We just get the sense there that a field goal is not in the game plan.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Chubb again. And he's in. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score's going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. Think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game. We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done again at first conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think he's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Thomas. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as they look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Browns take first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 minutes remaining in his first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
They're making it make easy out there. Another first down to circle in this drive. Let me do this math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Mayfield on play action. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass here, now it is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And crossover over bounds right at the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mayfield on first down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. This will be stopped out 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Mayfield with it once more. He'll buy some time right. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Browns summons their 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Chubb. And here's Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. Trying for good, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 43. And he's going to have it first down here. They're also on the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on the line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. So that should have something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield flush to his right. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. Open man is Michael Thomas. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on us. Down the numbers. There he goes. Come on, touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. That's once again complete to Chark. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, here's Chubb again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Gibson again. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll roll him out right. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's Washington that scoops it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run with Gibson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Rosas' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mayfield now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That one looks like he'll throw here, escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they take a knee.